Hello, hello, and welcome to my cooking class. It's Thursday, it's 3 o'clock, and it's time for me to showcase a couple items. I really wanted to make sure I did this before the season ends. As you may or may not know, on the 4th of September, a new catalog is going to come out. And in the meantime, that means the current catalog has some products that will be leaving the line. Now, this can be things that are leaving permanently, or it can be things that are seasonal. And I wanted to make sure that I showcase some things that I believe you should have before it leaves the line. So we are going to be making today burgers. I love our 3-in-1 burger press. Why is it a 3-in-1? Well, you can actually make little sliders. And we also have the option to do stuffed burgers with this. So this actually slides off and you can make an indent in your hamburger, fill it with whatever cheese or concoction that you've come up with, and basically make that imprint and then put a cover on it and press it inside the regular burger maker. I'm going to make just standard everyday burgers, and I've had so many different burger contraptions over the years. Some of them were stackable, some of them were just plain odd, difficult to clean. This is why I love this one so much. So let's get started. So this is the 3-in-1 burger press. Let's get started in getting our burgers ready so that I can show you how handy dandy this is. So we're first going to make the ultimate burger, and what I'm doing is I have some lean ground beef. Now to this, some people may decide they want to put an egg in or not. It's really up to you. I am putting an egg in. If you happen to have had our prep bowls, to just shake the egg right inside a cup will basically get it well mixed. So we'll just pour that egg in. Now we need to, of course, season this, and well, of course, you know that we're going to make sure that all the components for a really good burger are actually in here. So this is leaving the line as well. This is our honey mustard. So make sure that you grab that. Honey mustard is really good when you have leftover turkey sandwiches or turkey at Thanksgiving time. Maybe you want to make sure you have some honey mustard handy. So make sure you grab enough to last you until it returns approximately next year in May. So we're just going to put roughly about 2 teaspoons of mustard. Now, if you don't want us to have it sweet, you could use our sweet and spicy mustard. You could use a Dijon mustard, but this gives it a really nice kick. Next, we are going to put in some ketchup. So roughly, approximately 2 teaspoons of ketchup we're going to throw in here. So basically, you can see that I'm putting in everything that you would probably put on a burger. Next, I want to add some sun-kissed tomatoes, because of course tomatoes would go on top. So we'll get our spoon here. And we're going to add 2 teaspoons of the sun-kissed tomato. Now, of course, we need to put in our burger seasoning. This is leaving the line, and let's face it, we probably make burgers all year round. In fact, the average American, here's your fun food fact, one of them anyway. Fun food fact is the average American eats 50 burgers annually. So if there's 52 weeks in a year, that's roughly 1 hamburger per week. So you can see how maybe you need to have some extra burger seasoning. This burger seasoning is divine. I love, love, love it. Now, the other thing I will tell you about our burger seasoning is it's got all the ingredients that are in here, and the recipe for making this burger are more or less right on the package. So what it says is put a pound of lean ground beef to 2 tablespoons of our seasoning. So let's get that added in, shall we? So using our 4-in-1 spoon, make sure you get down to the tablespoon, and we want to get some really good flavor in there. So we're adding approximately 2 tablespoons of the burger seasoning. Now you can see why you need to have more than one of these in your pantry as a staple for the rest of the year. It does go a really long way, but it's got all the flavor, and you can already see that I'm already approximately a quarter of the way down that jar. So plan accordingly. I've got my gloves on because we're going to mix this by hand. Yes, I'm going to use my hands. And for some of you, you may or may not want to put coating in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of our crispy, crunchy coating. Now this is a gluten-free coating, and it will help bind this all together because I've got the barbecue heating up right now. And once we get this all mixed up, we're going to make sure that that is going to stick really well and have lots of flavor. So let's just mix this up, shall we? I will tell you that by adding that extra ketchup and the mustard in here, it's going to keep your burgers moist. I know that some of you may actually buy store-bought cardboard type burgers. This is going to be so much more moist and so much more flavorful. You can do your own freezer burgers, so they'll just taste that much better. And of course, these are 100% gluten-free. If you wanted to change this to pork or a combination beef and pork or even turkey or chicken, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So we've got this mixed well. Let's showcase how incredible this is. So we're going to open this up, and the recipe that I'm giving you should make approximately 6 burgers. So I usually just sort of put them in a round patty and set it inside here. I'm not making an indent this time, so I'm just leaving it there, and give this a good press. And then, look at how easy it comes apart. There's our burger. How cool is that? Now, if you're wanting to freeze these in advance or freeze them for a future, put them on one of our baking trays with the liner on it and flash freeze it. So shove it in your freezer. And once they're frozen, you can put them into baggies, of course, label them. So continue doing this with the rest of your burgers. And then we're going to whip out to the barbecue and get these cooking. We're also going to be making, in a few minutes here, our big burger sauce. If you're not familiar with our big burger sauce, boy, oh boy, have I got some fun for you. So our big burger sauce is also another product that does leave the line. Again, if you want to make sure you have enough, we're actually going to be making potato wedges today. And the big burger sauce is a really nice dipping sauce as well for your crispy potato wedges. So there we have our 6 burgers. Like I said, if you're not cooking them right now, feel comfortable just covering them with cellophane, stick them in the freezer and get them frozen, and then put them in a baggie that's labeled. I'm actually going to make these right now. Next, we're making our big burger sauce. And I like making this a little bit in advance of putting the burgers on because, of course, it's a dry mix. And this has all the flavorings, sort of like that very secret recipe that is at McDonald's called that special sauce, okay? So this is our big burger sauce from Epicure, much healthier and so tasty. So I'm only doing half the recipe because there's just 2 of us eating today, and I'm going to have more than enough for dipping and also for putting on my burger. So I've roughly got 1/2 cup of mayo. We are then going to add with our 4-in-1 spoon, and the directions are right on here. Of course, because I'm doing half the recipe, we're putting in 1 tablespoon of our big burger seasoning. We're dropping in some relish. And if you don't have relish, which I didn't, I'm not a big relish fan, but I love dill pickles. You could chop up your pickles. And then we're going to add our ketchup. Now I'm mixing this up in advance so that all the flavors from that dried mix that we put in there can start releasing the flavor once they've hit some moisture. So this is why I do it a little bit in advance.
Barbecue is ready. Let's get the burgers on. So these will take about 5 minutes on each side. So 5 minutes through, we will flip it, and then we will plate our meal. So we'll get these all on right now. Put a lid on it, and we'll be back in 5.
I also had mentioned about the Mandoline leaving our line. It's not even like it's seasonal. And I truly love this. You've seen me doing cooking classes. You know I use this for my stir fries. Oh gosh, everything. I'm going to so miss this, and I want you to make sure that you know that it's going to be leaving and grab it while it's available. So this is our 4-in-1 Mandoline. I'm using it today. Of course, it comes with 4 blades, hence the 4-in-1. And I've got the blade that's 3.5 millimeters. The reason I'm using it today is I actually made pickles. One of my favorite pickle recipe is making it with Montreal steak seasoning. I love Montreal steak seasoning for pickles, quick pickles. You can make this and within 10 or 15 minutes you're eating them. If that is not available or you don't have it, another option that you could use is our beef and steak seasoning. So I will put the recipe on my website. I did onions, red onions. You know I love red onions. I made these earlier today, and they're going to be put on our burger. I love these. So consider, yes, you can put cucumbers, but you could do carrots, you could do onions like I've done. Actually, you could do cauliflower or broccoli. Any of those things can be pickled. So make sure you check out my recipe for pickles. We're also serving today potato wedges. And for the potato wedges today that I'm making, I'm using our rosemary garlic seasoning. So this is a really nice. In fact, if you wanted to make your own focaccia bread, you would do this. You would mix this in with your bread. But I'm just putting it over top of wedges of potatoes with a little bit of oil, toss them, throw them in a basket on the barbecue. If you don't want to do a barbecue, air fryer, I think 400 degrees for about 15 minutes would work, or you can throw it in the oven. I am not cooking in the kitchen. It is 31.5 degrees Celsius. Way too hot to be heating the house and making my air conditioner work super, super hard. So, fun food fact about burgers. The first burger chain that actually promoted burgers was called White Castle, and that's back in 1921. It's a long time. That's over 100 years ago. So 1921. Crazy, right? The most expensive burger ever made cost $10,000. It featured Wagyu beef, it also had caviar on it, and gold-crusted bread. Really? Really, yes. So there you go, luxury to now a staple. The other thing is, did you know that the largest burger ever made weighed almost 3,600 pounds? And it was 10 feet across. That is crazy. And I had mentioned earlier how the average American eats roughly 50 burgers a year. Well, there's one fellow, he's got, I'm going to look up his name. I hope I'm not ruining this. Takarua. Anyway, it sounds very Japanese, but he can actually be in the Guinness Book of World Records in the fact that he was able to eat 12 burgers in 1 hot minute. Okay, so I better get back to that barbecue and flip those burgers over. I'll be right back.
I've pulled all but 2 burgers off because 2 people want to have some cheese. So once you've got them cooked, throw a couple of pieces of cheese on there, put the lid back on, let it melt. This will only take a couple minutes, and then we're going to get this all plated.
Okay, we're ready to plate. So here we go. I've got our rosemary garlic potato wedges. Yum-o. We've got a bun, and yes, this is not gold crusted. It's your traditional bun. Those of you who are gluten-free, you can get gluten-free buns. If you don't want to do a bun, consider doing lettuce. So putting your burger inside lettuce, and you can do wraps as well. So to get this put together, here's our burgers, by the way. Yum. Take one of your burgers with cheese. Oops. Get that on there. And now we're going to get our big burger sauce. So steamed pickles on here. So let's grab our pickles that I've made with our Montreal steak or beef and steak seasoning. And this really depends on how many onions you like or not. I love doing red onions because I just think they look so pretty. Of course, we need to get our veggies on here. So a little bit of lettuce. Just break that up a little bit here. And a tomato. Now, just so you know, when you are able to put lettuce, cheese, and tomatoes, that's considered a California burger. Who knew? But with our big burger sauce, it's an ultimate burger. So we'll close this down. Again, I did mention that this would be really nice for dipping. So put a little dollop just by your potato wedges. And you now have a quick, amazing burger for your family to enjoy, made in the comforts of your own home, way more flavor, and of course, done in minutes. If you have any questions about the product that I was using today, or you're looking for them, make sure, as I mentioned before, that you grab the burger press. You saw how amazing that was. The 4-in-1 Mandoline is leaving. Grab that before it's gone. And of course, the seasonal items that will be also leaving, big burger sauce, burger seasoning, and Montreal steak as well will be leaving the line. So grab them while they're available. Thank you so much for watching today's cooking class. I'm off to go have an amazing meal for dinner. What did you have for dinner tonight? Maybe this will be your dinner for tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.